The government is set to launch a massive information campaign on the Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health Act. The details of this report from Freddie Abando.
The Department of Health will mount a massive information and education campaign to implement the reproductive health law. It will explain the benefits of the law in terms of managing the size of families and the health of women. Sex education is also a key component. Health Secretary Enrique Onabaird, the law is under review with the Solicitor General to ensure its implementation abides by the decision of the Supreme Court, since several provisions were declared unconstitutional.
We will review our IRR and at the same time, if necessary, modify some of it to be consistent with the decision of the Supreme Court. Sir, we have been ongoing. We had an ongoing program which we did not really stop in implementing the old law with regards to reproductive health and responsible parenthood. And in essence, what we are going to do now is ramp up our activities to include, for example, a more aggressive information to the families, especially the poor, in making sure that they are aware and are able to get the necessary commodities for family planning.
ONA stressed the program will promote all methods of family planning from natural to scientific methods. Health centers will play a major role in the program, so with the health workers tasked to provide the services.
At the same time, also, again, ramp up also our training program for our health workers in making sure that conditions like tubal ligation, vasectomies, and others are made available in terms of training for our workers. These were activities that were in essence neglected during the last, I'd say, 10 to 15 years.
In the meantime, Secretary Ona is confident the government and the Catholic Church can work together to implement the law. 7 provisions were declared unconstitutional by the High Tribunal, which the Church celebrated as a victory. Both sides are due to file a motion for reconsideration, but this will not stop Ona from taking the initial steps to implement the law, which has been pending since 2012.
I really don't see in the future any major differences in our effort. I think the Supreme Court or the Supreme Court's position on defining what were unconstitutional essentially really revolves about your so-called conscience, meaning that if in conscience you disagree with a certain provision, that you will not be penalized. And all along, I think that would be very easy for us in the Department of Health to do.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.